Hello and welcome to Operation Crypto and welcome to a new video. Today we're going to take a look at my top 5 altcoins that I believe will perform well throughout February and going into this potential coming alt season. First up, please make sure you do smash that like button, that you are subscribed to my channel. Let's crack on. So let's get started in today's video and let's just take a quick look over the overall Bitcoin market dominance to see where we currently lie. As you can see, if you've seen this on my Twitter before, this was the altcoin season of 2017. We dropped from around 71% all the way down to 35%. We're looking for a similar setup to this now. We have broken through some Bitcoin support at 62% and we are falling now. The next level to target is 57%. If we do lose 57%, then altcoins are going to go on a monumental rally, and I can't say it's going back down to these levels again, but anything sub 50% will be an absolute massive move for altcoins. So as you can see, Bitcoin market dominance is dropping. If we look at the total 2, which is the overall market cap of all altcoins, that is on the rise. We're currently heading towards $500 billion in altcoins, so things are starting to look good. If you look back to 2017 alt season, we hit around 475 billion. And we're not even too far off now. The market dominance is still at 62%. So this shows that potentially we're going to have a lot bigger altcoin season than we did back in 2017. So things are looking good. And for that, we need to have a look at some potential altcoins which could produce the most gains within this month and going into the rest of the year. So I will start off by taking a look at my top 5 altcoins which I believe will perform well. So my first pick on my list is Ethereum, which is ticker ETH. Currently has a price of $1,658. We're having a bit of a price discovery mode now. We keep forming new highs. I do believe that this will be the lead head of the altcoin rally. Things are looking good. Like I say, we are creating new highs. There's a lot of money locked into Ethereum now. We have the DeFi sector. We have DeFi Pulse. If you check out website, you can see all the money that is locked into Ethereum. We also have NFTs, and then we have projects that are actually built on top of Ethereum. So there's a lot going on. There's a lot of money locked into Ethereum, and exchanges are losing supply, as in there's not enough to go around. They're losing what they have from exchanges, so people are buying up everything. We do know that Grayscale are buying a lot, so things for Ethereum are looking good. Only one slight issue is the astronomical fees. I think I tried to burn some dust that I had earlier on. I think the fee was about $400, so that got cancelled. But Ethereum is the first one which I believe should do very well. So let's have a look at the charts now and have a look at some potential levels you could invest and some targets going forward. This is Ethereum versus the dollar on the weekly time frame. As you can see, the previous all-time high was back there of 2017. And now we've absolutely smashed it and we are forming new highs. If we just zoom right into a 4-hour time frame, I've got some TA on here, which, I mean, I had a potential setup that you could, if you're looking to buy some, have some orders set on this 382 level at $1,533. We did start to come down. We didn't quite make that level, so this TA is now invalid. So if you're looking to invest, you need to pretty much go down to a 1-hour time frame. I think things are starting to look very, very bullish on Ethereum. So let's drop down into 1 hour. Put the Fibonacci on, have a look at some potential areas that you could get to invest. So we'll take this as a bottom move. We did drop down to $1,556. As you can see, we are currently sitting around $1,670. So I always target a 382 level on a fib. So this could be an area to potentially place some orders. So that's $1,629. If the market does allow, it may push us down to $1,601. So they are two potential areas to invest. My first target, though, is the Fibonacci extension, which is in this area. So we just drop back into a 4-hour time frame. Yeah, I've not got it on here, but that is a fib extension at $1,800. That is my first target for Ethereum. and then $2,000 is the next major target to it. I do think that we will hit that over the course of this month, and then I've got a long-term target up here of $5,000, but that is in the future. So that is Ethereum. That's the first pick. Some potential areas to target. Then we have the Fibonacci extension, and then $2,000 I do believe we can hit this month. Pick number 2 is POLKADOT, which is ticker DOT. This again has been on a massive rise. We was consolidating within around $4 or $5 for a good 3 or 4 months, and then bang, we popped up and we've hit some new highs, which is around $21. If you look at the all-time highs down here, $21.56 we hit. If you are looking to get hold of some POLKADOT, and if you are looking to get any of these picks that I'm about to say, then I do suggest you buy them on Binance. You'll find the link for Binance in the pinned comment and the description. If you're in the US, then I'm not too sure on your options, but most of the world other than the US can use Binance. So that is POLKADOT. I do believe things are going to be very, very good this year. We have parachains coming out where there's 100 spaces on the POLKADOT ecosystem for projects to build on the POLKADOT chain. So once they start onboarding projects, that will then add value to the ecosystem and things should really start to grow. I honestly think that in this next coming few months, at least this year, we will hit $50, and I have a long-term target of $100 for this. But let's jump over to the chart and have a look at some potential areas that you could invest if you have not got into POLKADOT already. This is POLKADOT versus USD. As you can see, as I mentioned about the consolidation within $3 or $4, it was trading in there pretty much from September all the way to December, and then we had this massive candle, bang, and things are looking good. I would say back then anything under $10 was a steal. Anything under $20, in my opinion, is a steal. Now, this is the daily time frame. It looks like we are forming a bull flag on the daily. So if we just drop right down to 4 hour, have a look at some potential areas that you could invest if the market does allow. If we just shoot up from top to bottom, the 382 level has been hit once, but that's not to say it can't hit again. So I would potentially place some orders here at $19.37. But if we do flip around, and I think we might need to start targeting this area soon of $21, things are looking good. You might even have to drop down to the lower time frames to potentially place some orders. If you do need to look at potentially placing some orders and these levels have gone, drop a message in my Telegram group, which is a Crypto Troops, and I will identify some new levels for you to identify and potentially place some orders. So that is a potential orders there to place. I wouldn't go down to this level. I can't see the market pushing down there. Things are looking bullish. February is historically a great month for altcoins, so things are looking good. First major target is $23. Once we break above these all-time highs, $25 is a massive area, but for me, $50 coming up this year, I think will happen. It looks a long way off, but I honestly think that will happen. Next is VECHAIN. This is pick number 3. Currently has a coin price of just shy of 3 cents, ticker VET. You can get this again on Binance. If you're looking to get hold of it, it is on a lot of exchanges. This is ranked number 29 out of all cryptocurrencies, so it is on a lot of exchanges. This has got high hopes for me. I think that this project has some of the best partnerships out there. We have massive partnerships like Walmart China. We have partnership with DHL, partners with BMW, Renault. There's a lot of even ones that I don't even know about that are massive companies. This is the project that has the ties. I think it has ties to the Chinese government, which is, it's astronomical. And I do think that eventually this will be pushing up into the top 10, in my opinion. The supply might hold it back. It has got quite a significant supply of 86 billion, but that is nothing to worry about. I do think that once people start getting on board this and things are actually being used, then the blockchain will enhance the price a lot. So I think things are looking good for VECHAIN. It is one of my favourite projects. I've got a nice bag of VECHAIN. So that is VECHAIN. Let's have a look at some potential areas you could invest. This is VECHAIN versus Tether, the 4-hour time frame on Binance. As you can see, we're on a good rise. I mean, if you look at that today, the markets are looking solid. If we take, from the 1st of Feb this month, we have already done a 27% rise, and I think that is just for starters. Once we do start pushing up to the all-time highs here, we will then be in price discovery, and we can look to target some new levels to aim for. But currently, that is the first target. Then I have 5 cent as the major target. So break for all-time highs, and I do think that 5 cent will come fairly quick. if you're looking to invest and you've not got hold of any VECHAIN, then potentially have some orders here at 0.0294. I think that could be a nice area to pick some VECHAIN up, but if the market does allow, we have 0.0618 level, which is 0.0284. So that is some potential areas you could invest on those Fibonacci levels. Things are looking good. You could say we are forming a bit of an uptrend now on the lower time frame. If we just place this from here to here, that is forming an uptrend now, so I would expect that we potentially come down, bounce back off it, and then pop back up to all-time highs. This is one of my favourite projects. The supply does pull it back a little bit, but what they have got in partnerships is second to none for me. So once we do break above these all-time highs at 3.5 cent, I think 5 cent will come fairly quickly. Pick number 4 is Zilliqa, which is ticker ZIL. We did go on a massive run, hitting up to pretty much close to 10 cent, and then we have retraced. I think it even popped right down to around 5 cent or something like that. We'll have a look at it on the charts in a second, but this project is got some massive partnerships in place. There's a lot going on. It is the first project that invented sharding on a blockchain, which pretty much speeds everything up and compartmentalizes the blockchain. So it does solve the efficiency and scalability issues that some blockchains do have. There's a lot going on, like I say. This project has got some big partnerships. Even Soldier Boy has been tweeting about Zilliqa recently, so go over and check his Twitter. So that's Zilliqa. If we just look at the all-time highs, I believe it was 23 cent. Yeah, 23 cent, and that was back in 2018, so we've got a lot of room to make up. What I'll show you as well is the BTC chart on Zilliqa. It is the same for a lot of altcoins, but altcoins, so many of them are undervalued, and I do think now, before we start to get a massive rise, is a good time to invest. This is Zilliqa versus BTC on the weekly time frame. Look where we have been last 2018. That was the highs, 2,500 satoshis, and now we are down at these levels. If you look at a lot of altcoins in the BTC pairing, we are very, very lowly valued. So I think that things are going to start getting tasty soon, and I think it is a good time to invest across all altcoins now. So if we just look at if we just take a look at Zilliqa again, we've still got a long way to make up on the all-time highs on the USDT pair. If we take this wick here to there, we're still 180% away from all-time highs. So let's have a look right into a 4-hour time frame and have a look at some potential areas that you could invest. I already have a Fibonacci set up here. I honestly think that we will not come down to these levels again. So if you're looking to invest, use this weekly support level at 0.076. That's 7.6 cents. I think that could be a good area to invest, but just monitor price. If we do start pushing forward now and we break a daily candle and close above 0.085, then that could be the new level to buy. So just monitor price. Things can move quickly in crypto, so we might come back down to this level to buy, but if we do shoot up, we might start targeting the 0.091 level and reject it down to these levels. So monitor a price. The first major target is getting through 10 cents, and then 15 cents is the next one, which is a weekly level of resistance. And last but not least is reserve rights. This, again, I keep talking about partnerships, but it's insane the amount of partnerships that Reserve Rights has got with pretty much South American banks. They are interlocked with a lot of them, so I've got big expectations for this. One thing to note is that we only have around 9% of the supply in circulation. It has a total supply of 100 billion, but going into this year, that amount will decrease at some stage, so keep your eyes on that. If you look at the all-time highs, it was very recently, scrolling down, was pretty much 5 cents, just under 0.049. We are pushing back up to those levels now. We are currently priced at 0.042. It is worth noting that Reserve Rights is currently an ERC20 token, so you can store it in pretty much anywhere, which if you have an Ethereum wallet, MetaMask, or MyEther wallet, for example. Look at the volume. We're currently getting $285 million worth of volume, and that brings the market cap today of $400 million. And to finish up, we have the Reserve Rights chart. This is a 4-hour time frame against Tether. Let's get rid of that previous TA. And if you are looking to invest on this, I mean, things are looking good now. We are starting to push up, but remember, things move in waves. We don't just go straight up. As you can see, we have waves all over the place, so you would expect that we do get a bit of a rollover soon. So if we take this as a move up to that top, you could expect that we could fill some orders at this level, which is 0.0415. I think that could be a good potential area to invest. And if we do lose that level, we also have a 618 level at 0.039. The first major target was breaking above those all-time highs and breaking above 5 cent. I think 5 cent is a big psychological area. This here is a Fibonacci extension at 0.06. So there are two key levels that we need to monitor. I do think that we will break all-time highs very, very soon, and that goes for a lot of altcoins. I think February, like I said earlier on, is historically a great month for altcoins. Things are looking good. We have done a consolidation period on RSR. It has not dropped too severe, to be honest. We did drop down to 3 cent, but that's nothing to worry about. We say we was trading down at these levels. I think I managed to buy mine down here, but I would buy anything under 5 cent. I think it is an absolute steal. So that's going to do it for today's video. That is my 5 altcoin picks I believe will perform very well in February and leading us into this potential alt season that we have coming. If you do have any questions regards to any projects that I have covered or any crypto related projects, jump into my Telegram group, which is the Crypto Troops. Please make sure that you do hit that like button, that you are subscribed to my channel, and I'll catch you next time.